we're going to be discussing cohabitation today. Is it a necessity for relationships and marriages to thrive, or is it just people just indulging in immorality?
Maybe we are using big grammar. Let me use a layman language for what cohabiting means. It's test running. It's like you want to buy a car. You test run the car.
Okay.
If it's not up to your standard, you let go.
Yeah. But do you know that cohabiting promotes unwanted pregnancy?
It's a lie. When you say people should cohabit, we are not talking of kids. The Bible said, and the man and the woman shall come together and become one.
What you're supposed to do in marriage, you're already doing it.
No, you are getting it wrong a bit.
First of all, why are we test running? Are we test running for a perfect wife?
I was like, living with this man, it's not a good idea. I can't be giving him my body too much. And she was like, feed him very well with it. He will be so tired to even go out and do it.
But many people are shying away from the truth. It has been infiltrated by the Western culture. Now, we have to improvise things to counter it. What are the things? Cohabiting is one of it.
Hi guys, welcome to another bumper edition of the Delivery Room. This is the show where we have the tough conversations, the rough conversations, and the conversations you'd rather not have. So we're going to be discussing cohabitation today. This has been very sensitive across social media in recent months. People are talking about, is it a necessity for relationships and marriages to thrive, or is it just people just indulging in immorality? There's the religious and moral point of view, and then there's the realistic point of view. And one interesting thing about this topic is that people have enough studies or enough research to back up whichever side of the divide they are on. And it's time to find out which divide my guests are on today. So I'll start with you, Nakel. What do you think about cohabiting?
I will start by saying, if you cannot beat them, you have to join them. When it comes to marriage, we have culture.
Yeah.
And we can denounce the fact that 90% of our culture when it comes to marriage is lost. Now, you have to find another route to make sure you are doing something right. Because this generation we are now, they lack culture. And to be on the safer side, you as a man or as a woman have to come together to understand yourself. Yeah. And not only because of that, there are some things, because now money rules the world. Do you understand? Yeah. You see most ladies these days, because of this internet competition, even most of them that want to still be under the ego eyes of their parents, before you realize they go ahead to live alone, paying bills, paying house rent. And when people start doing some basic necessity, they start seeing themselves as man. And that is why it's very difficult for most ladies these days to manage to be a good wife. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because they now see what is the necessity, what is the simple things that men are doing that they've not done.
Yeah.
Because they are now paying bills, they are paying house rent, they are seeing themselves as man. So if you want to take in that kind of person as a wife, I would believe and I would suggest that you cohabit with that person for some meaningful period of time before going on to marriage.
Femi, I'll come to you now. The concept of cohabiting is I won't say, it's not something that is natural to us in this part of the world.
Yes.
Well, until recently when we started inviting
culturally,
foreign culture. But then, do you think it is a necessity?
First off,
judging from the times now.
Yeah. Well, first off, there's always, for those, there's always a school of thought that in courtship you need to know yourself better. You need to know your do's and don'ts. You need to know your whatever it is, cross your T's and dot your I's, right? Okay. Well, that's agreed. But then I'm of that opinion that fully living together is basically more that indulging in, vices or indulging in immoralities, Yeah. I don't want to use immorality because people might see it in different perspectives. Yeah. So I'm trying to be cautious of the word I use, really. Okay. For me, I am of the school of thought that you can come and go because whatever you will still do, if you will stay for that long. You can still do within the shortest period. A lady can still hide her attitude, or a man can still hide her attitude while living under the same roof. Whether it's for 3 months or a year or 2 years.
I'll come back.
And at the end of the day, hold on, let me just end my thoughts. And at the end of the day, when you are finally married, so let's assume that this cohabiting will lead to marriage. Because I think it's relative. If you decide to look at that, it's relative.
Yes.
Now, if it is going to lead to marriage, when most of them now get married, Yoruba will now say, so we need to be very careful about cohabiting. At the end of the day, it's not like as if it's the best thing to be done.
Okay. I'll come to you now, Lola. Being a relationship expert, do you think, or which side of the divide are you on? Let me understand your own school of thought.
Well, I'm in between. Like my fiancé will always say, cohabitation is immorality because it goes against cultural values. But speaking aside cultural values right now, I'm talking for myself. I think cohabiting should be necessary, but for a short period of time.
Okay.
Because you will get to know, that way you get to know your partner. You will get to see the green flags, red flags, and what you can live with, what you cannot take. If he or she is a woman beater, man beater, you get to know those things. So and again, cohabitation should be played smartly. Because you should have reasons, positive reasons for cohabiting with somebody. It shouldn't just be all about your body and all of that alone. Yes, so.
Okay. There's that conception. I'll come to you, Maxie. There's that belief that once you cohabit, it's just about the sex and all of that. What do you have to say about that? About that belief that, okay, it's just because you want to have sex, you want to be doing nonsense. That's why you are supporting cohabitation.
Well, I feel that once one has gotten to the age of consent, that cohabitation is not really a bad thing, because we have various reasons why it is not bad, and at the same time, if we go too extreme about it, it becomes bad. But the reason I'm in support of it is because we are in Africa, and we've seen so many marriages and relationships come to an end because of the couples not knowing themselves enough before getting married. So I'm not saying that sex before marriage is good, but there's no how one or two things can happen and temptation will always arise and things will get down as long as they've gotten to the age of what? Consent. I'll give you an example because the kind of church I was brought up in a deeper life home. So I've seen the disadvantages of couples not getting to know each other very well before they get married. So I'll give you an example. Most marriages, I know that some of them watching this may argue with me, but they know the truth that most marriages in churches like Deeper Life, for example, some of them are just doing what is called suffering and smiling because of they are holding on to what their scripture tells them that marriage is for better and for worse, but they are not just happy in the marriage. So I feel that couples should get to know each other very, very well before, get to know each other in and out before they get to marry. And in the long run, if they get to see that, things cannot really work out for them, then there will always be a way of exit from the relationship. But in another aspect, couples staying together for a long while, it can be good and it may not be good. Okay. Why? Love comes first. If, for example, the parents of the couples are not in support of their relationship, do we now say they go separate ways because of it? Okay. And if they don't approve the marriage, what do we call they living together? That is cohabitation. Yeah. So that is the reason I'm in support of it.
Okay. Yeah. I think I picked something. I'll come to you, Nakel. He has spoken about the benefits of of cohabiting. But is it a guarantee? Is it foolproof that once you do this, it is assured that you get to know the person, or does it strengthen relationships?
Let me just, maybe we are using big grammar. Let me use a layman language for what cohabiting means. It's test running. It's like you want to buy a car, you test run the car.
Okay.
If it's not up to your standard, you let go.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, you people are coming together as a mature mind.
Yeah.
You have to know that during this period, if something is going to happen, it must not lead to pregnancy.
Okay.
That is the first thing you both. That is where communication comes in.
Okay.
Because during cohabitation, it's strengthening communication. If you are not able to, both of them know why we are coming together is for one or two reasons.
Yeah.
For us to get to know better.
Yeah.
So they have to enhance their communication.
Yeah.
So you asking that, does this give a warranty? Because it's like two of them coming together is that they want to stamp a warranty that, okay, does this thing, is it going to go far? Now, it's going to create an avenue for them to know themselves better. There's no how, like Lola was saying, or is it Femi, that some of them will hide and hide. When we are talking, it's not like a 2 day something or a 3 day. We're talking about months.
Yeah.
Now,
So
during this time, there is
no
no how you are going to hide yourself. You laying together, you going out together, you doing this. This time you are going to study. Is this person wasteful?
Okay.
Is this person, as a woman, does she even know the responsibility of a woman? Okay, you as a man, she's going to know. Does he even know the responsibility of the man? Are they able to manage their anger? All this time, they're going to know.
But is that not the thrill of marriage that you don't know, that you find out in the marriage? Is that not
Is it not better for you to know pre
Exactly.
than to know post?
Exactly.
It's for you to know pre. This is what we are saying. What is the first thing we have to establish is what is the necessity for the test running? Is to get to know better, to know the green light, like Lola said, and the red light. And there's no how, like Femi said, that you are going to hide something. You cannot. By the time you live in, it's just like we are in those days. Immediately everybody comes during the first year, everybody are friends. Okay, they even put resources together. Let's rent to stay together. Within 1 2 months, everybody know where they
We'll
stand.
start finding,
This is exactly what
this
is
is my
going to
kind of
happen.
person.
I won't lie to you. It's exactly, you're going to know if this person is going to be or not. This train I want to enter.
I would like to interject and come in here. I don't want us to look at cohabiting as basically immorality. I think I need to make that very clear.
Okay.
Because a lot of people think that immorality, cohabiting together is basically immorality. But what me I'm against really is that when we're Africans, we should not, and we should never forget that.
We've already forgotten.
Hold on. When you were talking, I didn't interject you. I would love to. Just let me land on my thoughts.
Make your point now. So
So we're Africans, and culturally, first off, is wrong. From where we come from, is wrong. You have forgetting that in this new day and time now, things are beginning to change, right? Now, if we are to look at it as at today, a lot of cohabiting was or emanated from the fact that emergency or one person has deficiency financially. Go and check it. Many boyfriend, girlfriends, fiancé living together. One of them have either accommodation issues or one issue or the other. Or maybe
it's not
distance.
All aspects.
For a majority
of them.
No, majority.
No, yes.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Majority of his time, like, because your distance to work is far. Okay, why don't you move in so you can go to work from
early?
there? And before you know it, at some point you can't move out anymore. You start cohabiting. You start doing things together.
Okay.
You start, and sometimes even as a man or as a woman, you're not yet married. Even when we are married, sometimes we just need a little space of ours.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need a little space of ours. And so sometimes, even this cohabiting sometimes leads to friction, unnecessary friction.
Yeah, but
Because that space, like, sometimes when you can go to my own house, I can go to my own house, spend a week or two. When I mean don't cohabit, I'm not saying come today and go today. You can still come and do the weekend and go back. I'm not, please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying come today and go back today. You can still come, do a day or two.
And is that enough to know the person? on what the terms that Nakel gave.
What he just expressed
Yes.
is visiting.
Visiting.
When we're talking
Okay.
about cohabiting,
Cohabiting is
two of them
together.
living together. That's what we want to
Yes.
establish.
For me,
And
For
them-
you prefer visiting.
I
I
feel
prefer
like
visiting, go and come.
Okay.
I feel
Till we
like
get to a point.
I feel like in a relationship.
Right.
In the olden days, our parents
It is
never
not.
lived with each other.
It is not.
Yes,
their
they never
parents.
live.
It's their parents.
So
that
because
that's
your
why
child
they have
is now-
compounding
it
issues
doesn't
that they
make it
can't
right.
even tell us.
Yes.
So we now we have grown. We are in the modern stage. We have to find out for ourselves.
Yeah, even someone that you don't even know, you see people met on Facebook within 2 months, they get married, and in the future you now see them having future. It doesn't even the culture of that marriage itself, the step, the stages, people don't even go through it. Now solve the issue.
I'm
to
just
solve
I'm
the
also
issue
of
is
the
now coming together for
school
cohabiting.
of thought that it doesn't make it right that because an 18-year-old or a 20-something-year-old
No, you
or
are
whoever that is
you are
not becoming-
stereotyping it to something. Of
No,
the
I'm
point
not
you're saying.
stereotyping
That's
it.
what you are doing.
You are not allowing me to
We are
talk.
making an
You are not allowing
an
me to
example
talk.
Okay, please
that
go ahead,
an
please go
18 or no.
I'm just trying to
Even
let you
a
know.
30-year-old and 35-year-old can still come together to cohabit.
Yes,
Because
definitely.
marriage is a web. It's a dark web.
Okay.
It's something you did not know.
Exactly.
Now,
Hold
for
on,
you because
hold
you
on.
did not know it,
Hold
you
on.
have to come
Exactly.
Can you
together.
hold on?
And you will keep
He's shooting
learning
himself on the leg.
about the
I'm
person.
wasting
Habib,
myself.
Habib.
If it's a dark web,
Habib.
this cohabiting is
Habib,
going
he's
to
shooting
share
himself on the
lives.
leg. Do you know that he's shooting himself on the leg?
Okay, please go ahead.
Culturally, spiritually, depending on which side of the divide religion-wise you are, whether Muslim, Christian, or atheist, there's nowhere that is permissible to live together. I want to first of all,
Forget that
hold on, let me
culturally
finish
or
now.
spiritually.
You've been talking for
There
10
is
minutes.
no how they are.
You've
There is
been
no way
talking
they
for 10
smoking
minutes and you're not
inside
allowing
the
me to
culture
talk now.
or religiously that you should not.
Let me talk
cohabit.
now. Let me
There is
land.
no culture that says.
Let me land now.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean,
So you should not talk about cohabiting
It is-
spiritually. Which spiritual aspects say that you cannot cohabit together?
maybe we should go ahead, you know.
No, you can go
No,
ahead.
I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah,
It's not allowing me
that
to
you
have
don't
my
have
thoughts
anything.
every time.
It's just the truth.
Please let him land.
There is something I want to say after this.
So, spiritually, culturally, it is wrong.
Yeah.
See,
Based on what
marriage itself, even life itself, is a learning curve.
Yeah.
That is it.
It's a natural learning curve. If you like, live together for 2 years before you settle down.
Yeah.
If you like, live together for 6 months or 5 years. We've seen marriages of many years that still went down the drain.
Yeah, no, went down not because of
Not-
stupid excuses like you are pressing toothpaste from
Toothpaste,
the
right?
middle, or because your sauce is smelling.
I mean,
when you want to when divorce want to send you, it shouldn't be for stupid reasons.
do you know that some of these
And this
divorces,
is
even after
what-
so many years, is stupid reason?
No, you should give us
Okay.
an example.
Okay. I think that.
I mean, so what you are saying that living together is not permissible enough to say.
Okay, you
eh,
said
it's
you wanted
enough
to
for
make
the
a
success
point.
of the marriage.
I wanted to
It's not
make a
enough
point
reason to
from
say
the
Let's get this
the
point
success
before
of
we
the
go on the
marriage.
show.
That's
I
what
wanted
I'm
to make a
saying.
point from the Bible. In the book of Ruth was married to Boaz, right? And when Boaz died, she started living with her mother-in-law. I'm not saying that is cohabiting because she was living with her mother-in-law. But then her mother-in-law told her to go and get married to one of their kinsmen. And she was always going there. She was always pushing herself forth. And for some time, I think she stayed with the man. So what would we call that? That's part of cohabiting.
Even
Getting to know
before
the
we go on
person.
break, I love the fact that this thing you brought up.
So
Do you
then-
know most parents, even in those days, if they want this always in the aspect of the girl or the
Yeah.
female aspect,
Yeah.
the mother-in-law, that is the mother to the men or to the boys, will love a child to come into their house.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
Visit them for a while.
Visit them for a
Yes.
while. They will see it's a form of cohabiting, but maybe we'll call it indirect.
But you
Yeah.
use the
Even
word
after that,
visiting.
something-
You used the word visiting earlier.
Yeah,
Do we
to
not-
him,
Okay.
I reference it to you what he's saying.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's go on a short break,
Okay.
and we'll be right back. It's still the delivery room. Please stay tuned. All right, I'll come to you, Lola. Now we're talking about the guarantees that come with cohabitation. You know, sometimes when these issues of marriage come up, and people are like, "Oh, he also mentioned it. It's a dark web. It's a place that you are not even supposed to know. It is whatever you see that you take. But then, if you now start cohabiting, don't you think that it berates that fact that it is a web, and it takes away the excitement of what marriage is, because you've already done everything that you need to do in a marriage. If you tire, say you don't do it again.
I feel like, yes, it's true that marriage is a dark web, but cohabitation is tricky. It's quite tricky. That's why I said you have to dot your I's and cross your T's while cohabiting with someone. You have to be smart about it, know where to place the person, know where to put your boundaries and everything. And yes, after some time during cohabitation, you might get tired.
Yeah.
You might get subconsciously, it happens subconsciously. You might get tired and may even want to leave the relationship. That's where space comes in. You have to either go back to your house.
Then it becomes visiting.
No, it's not visiting. After staying with someone for a long time,
Yeah.
even normally staying with your family for a long time, you'll be tired. I want to at least go and visit somebody or stay somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's how it is. So I think cohabitation is not totally bad. It's a good idea for you to get to.
Now, let me come in there. Using the word is not totally bad. You are
It is
now to
bad.
another way. It is
not
there's no
bad.
norms of bad in it at
It's
all.
not bad.
The reason
Let me
why
tell
I
you,
said not
it was never
totally.
a norm.
Okay.
Cohabitating was never a norm if we stick to our culture.
Yeah.
But now, an external force, which is the Western,
Mm-hmm.
have penetrated into our society and dominated it
Yeah.
by, let's say, 80-90%.
Yeah.
Now, what is the tools to fight it? You have to improvise. It's just that the norms, when issue happen in the society, the people you relied on are the police.
Yeah.
But now the police are they failed. That is why we have the form of the Black Jesus, the
Can I
very
come
dark
in?
man. So now
Can I come
cohabitating
in?
is an instrument. It's an instrument we infuse.
See, our
It's
culture.
an instrument we infuse
Our culture
to
is
fight
our
those.
culture is being infiltrated.
Yes, it has
Yes.
been
Even by
infiltrated. Now we
the
have to find a
Western
force.
world.
And Nakel now saying that
this
because
is
it has
to
been
establish
infiltrated,
to now
that
say
we should
okay.
now go with the infiltration. That's what Nakel is
No,
arguing.
we
That's
are
what
now
Nakel is
improvising
now, hold on,
to
hold on.
see,
fight
Hold on.
to normalize.
Right now,
Hold on,
relationships
hold on.
are really
Hold on.
hard
To
right
check
now. In
balance.
this,
We are,
Let us let the lady now
We now
miss.
need to check balance.
Let us
them.
let the lady
What
now
are
miss to
the
talk.
ways to check balance?
Let us
Cohabitating.
relationships are really hard
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
You know
So,
hard, now you make
and-
it hard. Not too hard.
And individually,
Yeah.
we have to check and balance. So that's why I said cohabitation. That's where cohabitation comes in,
Okay.
where you have to get to know the person.
Person.
In the olden days, like I said,
didn't get to know
they
the
didn't get to
person.
know each other.
But they always
That's
do
why.
research.
No, there are ways
They
they
know
get
the
make
family.
research.
Hold on, hold on.
That's research. That's parents doing research for
I
each
think
other.
what they are saying is that because our parents used to do research on behalf of each family,
Yeah.
not on behalf of the kids.
Yeah.
And Nakel said it earlier.
And hold on.
Everything
So,
encompasses.
So
Everything encompasses.
at that point,
Don't
you
know that
don't
is
know
what you're
if the wife snores, if the husband does not snore,
Yeah.
if he doesn't, if he's not good in bed, if he's good in bed.
Yeah.
But do you know that cohabiting promotes unwanted pregnancy?
Is the lie.
It's
a lie.
Hold on.
But how is it a lie?
How many people?
Hold on.
This
Hold
is
on.
the-
Hold on. Do you know
That-
You can
that is
control
not-
it.
that-
If you have
that is not by
self-control,
unwanted
if you have
child. It's a
self-control.
lie.
No, I know.
That
I
one.
said-
That thing is that is
But
a
you're
lie.
already
That
doing
one.
the things
Now
that-
there are
Let me tell you,
contraceptives
how many-
now.
would you
Now,
say
go and
that?
check
How
the
many
statistics of
people?
those.
Yes.
Go and check the statistics of those that are baby mamas and baby fathers.
Yes. The percentage of those,
Those that are
the
not-
highest unwanted
Yes.
pregnancy come from
Yes.
secondary school children.
No.
Secondary school
But you
children,
know
children
that-
that are even
With
living
or
Like
without
under their
pregnancy,
parents'
if you
nose.
want to get pregnant, you will get pregnant. With
Absolutely.
or without
But you
pregnancy.
know that.
But you know that a lot of
it
marriages
fast-tracks
are because
unwanted
of marriage.
pregnancy.
A lot of-
Because of pregnancies.
A lot
Do you
of
know that? Do you
A
know
lot of
that?
marriages come up because
Yes.
Oh yeah, let me give you facts. If that is true, if that is true,
Okay.
if that is true,
Okay.
if that is true, we won't be having this part of firstborn
Yeah,
not being the father of those people.
exactly.
If truly is the person you are getting married to that you are collaborating
Uh-huh.
with, why are the child being bastard?
why is
Yes.
paternity fraud you mean?
Why are
eh?
paternity people settling it? So
So
those
do we not say that?
one are just
Yeah.
No, but it's a
watching part.
it's
It's a
a
watching
thing.
part.
Are you
It's
saying
a
that
thing.
statistics are
People
wrong?
get married with
Are you saying
pregnancy.
statistics are wrong
I
that
can-
unwanted pregnancy
No,
emanates from cohabiting together.
Statistics that bring up can be argued.
No, you are.
Okay, let's hear Maxi. Let's hear Maxi.
From a woman's
let's
point
hear
of view.
Pregnancy will come whether there is cohabitation or there is
Well, of course.
because even like towards the late 90s and early 2000s, there are so many people that got married as a result of the wife being the girlfriend being pregnant.
Yes.
And that time it was not really rampant. The cohabitation was not really existing. So do we now say it was because they were cohabiting then? No, so
I would
you understand
like
me? And so please, let me just I'm so sorry. See, then we'll talk about culture. That the Western culture, there are some of the things that they brought to our country that are good. There are some of the things that they brought to our country that are good.
Cohabiting
There
is
are
good.
there are some things in our culture too that are good. There are some
And
things in
some
our
that are
culture that
bad.
are not good.
Okay, so
the ones that are good are the ones that
You adopt.
Okay, so can I-
cohabitation is not a bad
But we
thing.
let go most of it.
come
We
here?
let go
Can
most
I
of our
come here?
culture.
Can I come
and
here?
let theirs.
Can I come
deliver.
here?
Yeah.
But
No,
that-
Can I come here?
Let's hear
Yoruba,
Femi, let's
the
hear
Yoruba says one word.
Yeah.
Bashotọ fi nà yálé, ó ń bẹ lájà furuufu, ó ń dúró dè yín.
In the olden days.
Hold on, oh, please let me
I know
finish.
you're going to-
Nakel,
You want to talk about this?
ọmọ Yorùbá ni ẹ́, ọmọ Yorùbá lè mi àtẹ.
There
Wait, let
are
me
some
finish.
programs
Hold on,
that
let me
should-
finish.
that should-
Let me
Let's
finish
go.
now.
Let's go.
Let me
Let's
finish
Finish
now.
your program.
Don't bury me before. Let me die before you bury me.
Go ahead.
So, Bashotọ fi nà yálé, ó ń dúró dè lájà furuufu. You wait to say they marry your second wife. You can't say your husband won't marry third wife. You say they do head like antelope. But you don't forget say they marry your top first wife. Now, you say we should support cohabiting.
Okay.
You call the word test running.
Okay.
Right? If you say test running and we are all nodding our head and we
I am
are all
actually
happy
not
about
very
it.
fine with
Hold
that
on,
one.
hold on.
Yeah.
Except we don't have female children. Or we don't have female nephews or
And
nieces
nieces,
or cousins
Yeah.
that we adore and we like so much.
Okay.
When they start growing up to a particular level and our maturity as we are now, we get to that level that we are now the ones that they are the senior ones. We are those giving advices. We are seen as the wisdom men and women.
Yeah.
You think, would you like it?
For your female daughter
That
to
they start
Let me help you to rephrase.
Wait,
Let me help
let
you
me
to rephrase the
finish. Let me
question.
finish. You're not
Can
talking for me.
I allow
You're not
my
my
daughter
spokesperson.
to
You
be
are not my
strong?
You're not my spokesperson.
Yes, that come. Let me help
You're
you.
not
No,
my
that is
spokesperson.
where you are coming from.
Would you guys allow it?
Let me. Yeah, that is not what. Can we allow our daughter to
See,
This
at
is-
some
this is-
point,
this is- this is- this is-
At
the
some
Bible-
point-
even
Would you
the
allow
Bible
you
said.
to destroy your
The
daughter?
Bible said. Listen. No, you're
I
being.
asked a straightforward question, please.
at some point, I will allow my
Do you want
daughter
us-
to
do
go
you
and
want us
know
to
the
answer
man
or not?
she is.
Do you want
At
us
some
to
point,
answer
I will
or
allow
not?
my daughter to go and know the
Do
man
you
she
want
wants
us
to
to
get
answer?
married
No, I want to
to.
come in. I want to
Let's
answer the
just
question.
let's just get
I want to
answers
answer the question.
Yes.
I want to answer the
Oh, yeah,
question.
go ahead. Go ahead.
This is it. It is very simple. Do you understand me? Or bringing matter, that is the first thing you have to do.
Oh, Shetiri.
Do you want to eat your cake and have it?
I know, okay.
Or bringing matters, that is
Okay.
it. And the Bible said, when you say people should cohabit, you are not talking of kids. The Bible said, and the man and the woman shall come together and become one.
Yes.
My daughter is of age.
Yes.
She's of the age to become. Even this daughter we are
She
saying,
was
there's
always
no how.
going
Do
to be your daughter.
you want us to answer or not? Do you want us
She
to
will
answer or
always be your
not?
daughter.
Do
Even
you
if
want
she's
us
At
to
some
answer
point,
or not?
aside being your daughter,
Do you
she's
want
also
us-
an
Hello,
adult.
she's an adult.
Okay, wait.
She's an adult that might even have known a man. You might take your
Would you
daughter
add
and
that
not known a man.
psychology of that
And I'm
mentality?
not. Now,
One
if you want to
person,
cohabit,
one person,
you understand?
No, I can't
One
think.
person,
look at-
I can't think
look
about
at-
it as
look at-
look at this.
I cannot think
You are
about
using
it
that
as
word.
testimony.
You see, this is where we have the problem. Habib, this is where we have the problem. As long as we are saying cohabiting, as long as we are using the word tensioning, everything that encompasses your brain is sex. But there are many things to it. That say they are tensioning. I'm tensioning you. Can you even
wait.
I'm tensioning you. Can you even do house chores?
What did he say?
I'm tensioning you. Can you even do this? I'm tensioning you. Can you even do house chores? Can you even
are we
perform
doing an
the duty
audition?
of a woman?
Are we doing an audition?
You have to get to know this person
But-
well.
His explanation is probably an
Yeah,
You know,
it's
when he said
tensioning.
he didn't
See,
break
that's
down
why-
like this.
Standing on the
that's
wall,
why
it
most-
is no man
Let me-
That's why
having
most
let me-
marriages-
let me-
Tensioning.
That's why most marriages are breaking because the couple don't know each other too well.
They don't know.
And even in marriage, you still get to even still study new things about
Yeah.
your partner. When the woman is pregnant, there are some
When you know
characters.
them, doesn't
Habib, we are
guarantee
not
that
encouraging
you
babies.
See,
We are not even
marriage is an
doesn't mean
institution,
that
a
you
get
lifetime
on boys to go
institution.
to
You keep
cohabitation.
learning
We are expecting
you
people
keep
that
learning
have
about
married,
your
people
partner.
that have the age
So-
to get married, people that have of age to get married. There's nothing stopping them to cohabitate. If it's my daughter, if it's my son, you can cohabitate with somebody you took. I'm seeing future with this person. Do it, man.
Yes.
Because we are in a world where everything is upside down. Now you have to improvise to now what? To not be a victim.
It's not all business
It is very simple.
Ventures into that you get 100% profit. So
you keep going until you find
no. That is using that word.
Why using your words? Why using your words? Let it finish.
What I'm trying to let everyone know is that what do we mean by even that testosterone? Mr. Nakel said that testosterone is not all about sex alone.
Yes.
Okay. Even if you want to now say sex alone, it is two people that have sex now.
Yes.
So why are we now saying that men are testosterone women?
No, I'm not sure it's about the gender. I'm not sure it's about what
in that word, in the word, in the context
about
you use
it.
In the context you use it, it's testosterone.
I think he did not really put it in the right way.
Yes, and that's why I took that upon him to say.
No, I put it. I'm really like it. A layman language. A layman language.
That's what he said.
Day-to-day language of
in a layman language,
is testosterone.
What's okay in a layman? Wait.
It's testosterone.
There
are many things you can testosterone.
Now let's go and meet your car man or a mechanic man and say only over testosterone. Quick or look back come testosterone. Kini layman will say that's what he said in
English.
In English,
the layman's language.
You can test. Can this guy even do action? You are testing.
You're testosterone.
You're testosterone. Can this even?
He's talking from both sides of his mouth now.
I'm not talking about you. I'm the one that is
talking from both sides of his mouth.
You are not able to comprehend. You are not able to comprehend where we are coming from. You are not comprehending.
I think his position.
So man, contestation.
Yes. If she's of age, yes.
The amount is testosterone.
You want the mileage to Magu.
Why are we
mileage to
Magu? What are you saying? That is why I now said it now depends how. If there are some women that can outsmart a man, you can be together for a woman for some times and there's nothing that intercourse will come in. But every other thing will go on. It depends on your upbringing. But yeah, there's nothing stopping for testosterone. Let them live together because this society we are, except that many people are shying away from the truth.
Yeah.
It is already correct. It has been infiltrated by the Western culture. Now, we have to improvise things to counter it. What are the things? Cohabitation is one of it.
Okay.
But when you talk about the word testosterone, it is even women that even initiate this cohabiting. Subconsciously.
Exactly.
Subconsciously.
Most men are just
there.
But if you come, fine. If you don't come, fine. But when you see from there, the woman come, carry the man polo house. They come back again. A small they happen.
That one
subconsciously. Do you know where this cohabiting thing came from? Subconsciously, women bring it up because of jealousy. And again, they always want to be around their man.
Yeah.
You understand? And women are very, very clingy. So when a woman's instinct is, when I'm not with my man, another woman might be with him. So let me go and stay with him. Let me go and... You understand?
That's grounds for cohabitation.
That is not
valid enough.
That is just one of the points.
It's not valid enough.
Is there enough reason for that?
My own concern in all of this is that
that's a question.
Even if you cohabit, you're already.
What would be?
You're already even living what you're supposed to do in marriage. You're already doing it.
No, you are getting it wrong a bit. No,
I'm not talking about sex.
It's an avenue to establish. To establish your do's and your don'ts. From both parties.
Let me ask you one.
It's an avenue to establish your do's.
Let me ask you one simple thing.
Okay.
Is it good for you to get married just normally?
Yeah.
And within 2 months or 3 months or within a year.
And let us, even that sex that we're running from now, we use it as an example.
Yeah.
You get married to someone and the person is not sexually satisfying you.
Yeah.
Because you are standing on the ground, maybe religiously. The church says that.
Yeah.
And biologically, you've gotten to that age of consent.
Yeah.
So is it a good thing that somebody gets married and the wife is not sexually satisfying the husband, or the husband is not sexually satisfying the wife?
Or one is
you now begin to hear about adultery.
But you know that I'm not supposed to give an opinion because I'm in the middle. Yeah.
So
but what I'm trying to say is for that example,
yeah,
when it comes to sex, it can be learned. It can be adjusted.
There's nobody that knows. There's nobody
that you can learn.
Because they are seeing the
sex journey.
You can improve.
Women,
But my own is that my own.
Because they are counseling people, they see the issue that are brought before them.
Yeah.
Most of all these counsel they counsel their members, and they see
sex.
issues that they always come
Talking
in.
about sex, I was talking to an elderly woman
Yeah.
a few days ago, and I was like, living with this man, it's not a good idea. I can't be giving him my body too much. And she was like, oh, if you like, don't give him. Feed him very well with it so that he won't even be able to, he will be so tired to even go out and do
But
it.
that's
Another
the mentality.
specimen go make a
That's
rise.
another,
the
and it was from
Another specimen go
and it
make
was
a
from an
rise.
elderly woman.
Because
You understand?
If you eat ever fast, you now see jollof fry outside. If you cannot come out, you go see
Anyway,
it.
I'm going back to let's on a final note now.
Okay.
I would like to get your final thoughts.
Okay.
Right, I'll start with you, Nakel.
Okay.
If you look at the cohabiting part and you look at based on everything that's been discussed now, she even has a biblical reference for cohabiting, which is nice. I've never heard that before. But then I'm trying to say that if you are in a situation where this thing it makes things better, it makes relationships better, it makes marriages better. If you know the person, you already understand the person. How would you say that at the end of the day, cohabiting is a success? How do you say it is? What matrix would you use to say it is because of cohabitation that this happened?
The first thing people have to understand, or the youth or the people coming together to cohabitate, have known that it's not an avenue for sex.
No, we don't.
No, I'm just telling you, they have to have their aims and objective. I want to get to know you.
But you know most people don't.
Wait. That is the reason why we are making this discussion.
Okay.
Is the reason why we are having this discussion.
Yeah.
You are going into cohabitating. If it's for 6 months, we have to live together for 6 months. Yeah. Be yourself. We have to be ourselves. Yeah, son. Okay. In the morning, you wake. You are studying this person is studying you. Be yourself. Look at these people in the house. Big brother Nigeria. There's no how they want to form or they want to pretend. On the long run, within that 3 months, they will be themselves.
Yes.
That is the point. That is an example of cohabiting. If you are not cohabiting with this person for 6 months, brother, you go see the winch. You go see the angel.
Won't you get tired?
You cannot get tired. Why you get tired of somebody? Now, are you telling me you are going into marriage, you get tired in a few years?
No. I've already seen everything I need to see.
You have not seen. You haven't seen.
That's because the man did not love the lady.
Yeah, it's because he didn't love the
beginning.
person.
It starts from the beginning.
You can't get tired of
Everything
the person.
starts with the
You tell
beginning.
me, marriage is forever. So you are telling me you want to get tired within 6 months when you see her forever?
You were asking Nakel that why do we say that cohabiting is a good thing, Abi?
Yeah.
You see that whenever you make findings and you get to know that the advantages that a particular action brings more than the disadvantages. How do you judge it? It is a good thing.
No, but based on what we are discussing about culture, we are saying that Western culture has infiltrated. Right, things are changing, and people are not really even interested.
Let me give this example.
They would rather take cohabitation as an easy way out.
I've listened.
Is that not irresponsible?
I think we are just rounding up.
I've listened because it's like the whole world is against
your point. No,
hold on. Let me. So I want to just say a few points, and on like a final thought on each of this. But I wrote them down, so I just want to first start from where I think now I want to ask a question.
You're not arguing now.
Yes, I want to ask a rhetorical question. Let me
you say you want to round up.
No, a rhetorical. It's a rhetorical question for everybody to think and let's talk about it. First of all, why are we test running? Are we test running for a perfect wife?
Okay.
Deep down in our hearts, let's go and think about it.
Okay. Preach on, Pastor.
You are test running for someone to suit your own wish.
Yes.
No,
everybody has.
Hold on. I said it's a rhetorical question. Now, no matter how we test run, we cohabit, we can never have a perfect wife or a perfect partner. It is always going to be a work in progress at the end of the day.
Exactly my point.
Then now, a final thought or question. How do we now differentiate between cohabiting and courtship? It is.
It's the
No,
same
it
thing.
is. I want to believe that there's a slight. Hold
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
There's a slight difference between cohabiting and courtship.
There's no
difference.
So I would like.
Courtship
I would
just
also
didn't
like.
bring.
Hold up.
Didn't bring them together living under the same roof.
Sorry,
Courtship.
it's a rhetorical question I'm asking now. Why you guys?
You shouldn't be
Why you
asking.
guys on my army now?
Yeah,
Hold
You
on.
are asking it. You are still
Are you guys
discussing
having
it.
a bazooka
No,
that you want to fire?
you are asking it.
Hold on. Let's leave it at this
Just ask
point.
a question.
Let's
And
leave
Cohabiting
it at
is
this point and let our
living
viewers,
together permanently.
Yeah.
people on the internet worldwide follow us our page and comment on it, and let's see what they are going to say. Then on our next episode, we'll come back and talk about it.
Talking about cohabiting, there's this content creator, Facebook content creator, Angela Nwosu. She has always said that she's an Igbo lady, and they have culture.
They have
You know the Igbo
culture.
culture. Okay, now, was it that she was not wise or she was not thinking well when she moved out of her parents' house and moved into her husband's, boyfriend's house, started living with him for 2 years, and now they are married.
Yeah.
She got married to Sound Mind, and they are happily
Oh, that's relative.
married.
It's not. I don't know.
That's one of the
but
advantages I'm telling you about.
Happily
I don't
married
know.
in
And
And there are
Dubai.
some. There are some.
Happiness is
That after like
relative,
2 years,
bro.
they'll see this thing cannot work.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
They find their way.
But so
Exactly.
my point
Yeah.
is, if they do that and they find their way, you just we are trying to round up, but if we keep doing, I test this one.
Then what will you now say about single mothers?
I move.
So what
I
about
test
people
this
that
one,
get
I
married
move. I
within
test
2
this
months?
one,
They
just
divorce?
marry one
Are you
and
just
No, you cannot just say
you
just
have to
marry
settle
one
where
and
your
go.
happiness
You
lies.
have to
not like you
know-
have to marry blindly, of course, but at least if you keep test running and you don't find
That means you are the
See,
problem.
See,
You are the
you have
problem.
to
You
know
can't keep.
what
It's
works
not everybody
for
you have
you.
to be testing with.
you have to know what works for you,
Yes.
who you will give audience to, who accepts
Let
your
me
boundaries.
buttress it. Even before you cohabit with somebody, you must have gotten to some stage.
Of course,
That, okay,
yes.
I think
yes,
you are
marriage is
becoming
already in the
this-
discussion.
something.
Now,
Yeah,
do you now know
let's
that
now
I
do this.
want to now beg to differ that the people started cohabiting not because it has led to marriage.
Of course, yes, that's
We've
that's
already
what I'm saying.
established that.
That's
We've
what
already
I
established
made
that.
that
Yes.
We've already
I made
established
that
that.
point too.
For cohabitation, people should not see it as an avenue
Exactly.
For
to lost sex.
irresponsibility.
That is
That's why I
not
said
it.
give
We want to
yourselves
use it as an
time.
avenue.
Yeah.
After 6 months,
Because
Correct
if
what
you have
happens
to cohabit,
incorrect.
After
and
2
we are
months,
looking
you
at
can
the
separate.
instances of
Understand?
accommodation, whatever, then we're not going to achieve it.
My own point is that cohabiting does not guarantee anything.
Of course, and not cohabiting doesn't guarantee it
And
as
not
well.
cohabiting does not
Adultery.
guarantee
Yeah,
anything.
if you are the
Adultery is
yeah.
always on the high rise. The major reason adultery has always been on the high rise is because husband and wives that are married did not get to know themselves sexually very well before they got married. And that is why they go outside to seek for solace and satisfaction outside.
Maxi,
So cohabiting is good.
Maxi has just given us the topic for the next edition. So, thank you very much, guys. It's been rather heated and quite controversial. It's been the delivery room. Thank you for following us. Thank you for watching. Keep following us on all our social media handles and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you on the next episode. Peace.
Welcome to the delivery room where the truth comes out and the sparks go boom. Love or war, you decide soon. We talk real deep about bride and groom. Delivery room, no sugarcoat. Feelings rise and tempers flow. It's marriage, love, the lies, the doom. Right here in the delivery room.